but I want to talk about self-talk. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I want to give you an example. You asked me about my past. I was born poor. When I was born, actually, it was a little later. We lived in a mobile home, 2-bedroom mobile home. The bedroom, my bedroom, was small enough I could touch all 4 walls, within an arm's distance like this. Okay. We were happy. I didn't know we were poor, right? So that's good. But I had some wonderful parents, hardworking parents, grandparents that provided. But as I started getting new information, I came across a guy named Bob Proctor. Are you familiar with Bob Proctor?
No.
Okay. I'm sure he knows that guy, that being gay guy, because the Nightingale, he worked for Earl Nightingale as well. So he has a lot of YouTube videos, and I started listening to some of his stuff, and it sounded, kind of wacky, kind of woo-woo. I'm like, what is this guy talking about? But the more I studied it, the more I found out about affirmations and how affirmations really work. Now, most people, Jeff, have the wrong idea about affirmations. They think that it's a magic spell that, that you say or that you chant or whatever it is, that you say this magic spell. And if you meditate just right and you hold your fingers right and you cross your legs right and you look at the right spot in the sky, that you magically get this thing that you're desiring, that you will kind of name it, claim it type thing. But it's not. What a real affirmation is saying something or putting something into your mind with such intention, such repetition, and such emotion that your subconscious, which controls the majority of what we do. You don't have to tell yourself to breathe. When you drive home from work, you're not thinking about changing lanes and looking in the rearview mirror and hitting the brakes when somebody's in front of you. Your subconscious mind is doing this. So in order for our subconscious mind to act out what we want, we have to put that into our brain, into our mind rather, through repetition, emotion, and intention. And it's a law of a universe. It is not woo-woo. It is not a little bit of truth. It is the law, the governing law of the universe. It's all the way back to reap what you sow. There's so many ways that people say it, but they don't explain how to get it. So if you want to reap what you sow, you need to be sowing that which you want. So I'm going to give you an example that I used when I was a very challenged person that did not have the money figured out. And before we were on this show, you were talking about the fact that I have, a private plane and I have the businesses. You mentioned the businesses on here, but remember I told you, don't ever take advice from somebody who hasn't already done what you're trying to do or what you want to do. So, I have a whole lot of financial success now, real estate, businesses, equity, cash, stocks, retirements, a lot of things, worth a lot of money that I acquired by adding value to the marketplace, but by also teaching myself that I needed and that I deserved this money. So I'm going to give you a mantra, if you will. I'm going to give you a affirmation that helped me get to where I am today. And I still use it to this day to get to the next level, because the more money I have, the more freedom I have. Is that okay?
I got my pen out.
Okay. You can I think you're recording this, so you can go back and watch it. Now, remember, doing this with intention and with emotion is very important. You might look silly the first time you do it. So when you're in the car by yourself, that's when I used to do it when I was driving to work. I am so happy and grateful that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. I am so happy and grateful.
Say it again.
I'm going to say it again, because you got to do it 10,000 times if you want it to work. I am so happy and grateful that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. I am so happy and grateful that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. Say that to yourself 10,000 times. You can't help but be changed.